Okay, today is floor levelling day on my new workshop. This is a skip I've been filling up with concrete dust and God knows what. It's getting pretty full now. But yeah, I'm going to level the floor is the job. So here's the floor so far. This has got a thicker levelling compound on it. It's got to be sealed first. But it's looking pretty good, I think. So this is a wheelbarrow here. There's a rock, bit of concrete. I managed to get it in the wheelbarrow, but it's too heavy for me to lift it into the skip, so I'm going to have to need a bit of help to do that. Here's all my logs I cut up with my chainsaw. That was fun actually. My new chainsaw works really well. So the electrician's coming this week as well. So we've got some wiring here. There's another cable. It's a feed cable for the workshops down here somewhere. Yeah, it's that one on my toe there. There it is. That's the feed cable, 60 amp feed to the workshop. And then there's another feed that goes off to the stables, which is buried. Yeah, that's there, that's feed to the stables. So that's all got to be rewired up. This was the compressed air from the compressor that was in this corner of the workshop. Not going to buy the compressor again, I don't think, and this pipe is being mangled, so got a disc grinder, got to grind that off. I bought some paint for my gantry. Yeah, yellow hammerite paint, a gallon was about, I don't know, just under 100 quid. Well, that's expensive for one tin of bloody paint, but you know, so that's another little job. I've cleaned up this area all through here. Path needs to be put back. Cleaned all this up, all the way back here. It was all a manky state, so that's all done. This area needs to be cleaned up, it's all got to be dug out. When he was concreting the workshop, he managed to get the cement mixer concreted into the ground here. It was funny because the hire company he hired the cement mixer from couldn't get the cement mixer up off the ground, so he had to come back and release it. So the other day I went through with my new strimmer and I cut all this all the way back to the road. Of course I've mowed all this as well. We need granite down here where all the heavy trucks have been coming. They're completely mangled. The actual entrance doesn't look bad now, but in fact in the winter all the mud just oozes up through this granite now because there's so much heavy transport being over this. My paddock, which goes all the way back to the pole that you can see in the distance there, that's my paddock. I can't cut it because my ride-on isn't working, which I haven't been able to repair it because I haven't had any tools. So all this here was cut with a small mower, but I can't cut the paddock with a small mower, it needs a ride-on. So yeah, so that's another little job. I have got some tools now, so that's another job I need to do fairly urgently. The ride-on's in here. It's under this cover. So this is the ride-on. We need some work here on the back of this as well. I did all this work on the gable end, but I've cleared all this up as well. There's some rebar there in the concrete, but yeah, it's coming on. Got some more to do, but it's coming on. Of course, once the workshop is back into commission, we've got a lot of work to do there, because it's still got to be rendered, still got to be painted. Like I said, the path has got to be done on the outside. All this outside area has got to be done. Apart from ripping all this up, over this area here got all overgrown. I mean, it's been a year and a half since he's managed to. There's one of the inspection covers for the sewage, but somewhere over there is the main hatch where they pump it out, and I found bits of the cover all over the place. And what he's done with a mini digger, he's pushed earth and dirt and God knows what into the cesspit, and the cesspit's got problems now. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that. He's also managed to broken up this path. This was all slabs that curled through here, all broken up. Here again, he's even smashed one here, and then, you know, because he's bringing heavy stuff through. So, and then here, this is how it's supposed to be. I mean, this needs sweeping. Needs sweeping up, but this is fine. So the path as it was, all the way round, and then because of I put in a soakaway under here, and what he's done is he's got this motorised wheelbarrow thing, and what he's done is run that over it, and he's cracked that one all up. He's cracked this one even, and then, you know, and then from there on in it's just chaos all the way round to the bags there. So that needs fixing. Out here I've got the same problem with the heavy trucks and skips. It's supposed to have this granite chipping on, but what's actually happened is the mud in the winter's just oozed through it because of all the heavy stuff they've put on it. I mean, it's gone to absolutely terrible. And here you can see it. Yeah, you see the mud there. The mud here is all completely come up through the granite, really, really badly. It's just mud, bit of chippings there, and then here it's actually the level has actually dropped. Don't know if you can see that, possibly not, but the heavy plant, the ground level's gone, but again it's all squelchy mud. Well, over here was particularly bad. It's all gone. So probably, I don't know, 12 ton, 10 ton, 12 ton of granite chippings to go down on there. Yeah, it can stand the cars, but even the cars, you have to be a little bit careful when it's really wet in the winter. You know, you use the rear drive, oscillate between the rear drive and the front drive, but it can't stand these skip lorries. I mean, we've had 10 skips in here. We've had lorries, contractors, vans, wagons, you know, or you name it, it's all been in here. But and then my radio mast, Done a little bit more work on that. So this is that's the conduit that goes to the garage, which is over there, and then under that block there's an access for 3 pipes, 2 alkaline pipes like that one. 2 one is a joiner for the garage pipe there. The other 2 alkafines go to the house, and then there's 2 further alkafines which are up here. I don't know if you can see that. Where are we? Put my hand. Yeah. So these 2 pipes here. One's got my armoured cable in it. That's coaxial cable. That goes to the house at the moment, and the other one is a spare. But that goes down straight through the concrete. So I've done that so the lawnmower doesn't pick them up. Obviously this one, the lawnmower would pick that up, but I've got to bury that in once there's a cable in it. I've got it proud of the ground at the moment so that I can run a draw cable through it. But the other 2 that were on the mast are underground here, and I put the armoured cable in that just the other day, so pleased with that. So that cable's got to be terminated, and at the other end I've got some work to do there as well. But now I've got some tools, that's entirely possible. But the weather's been absolutely gorgeous. So got my Mercedes here. I've been driving that with the roof down, which is very pleasant. And then yeah, so we've got ladders in here when I was doing the roof. I've got tools in here which shouldn't be in here really at the moment. This is a cement mixer. That is a spare engine for the Mercedes. I'm not sure if it's any good, but that's what it is. And then that's a vacuum cleaner for the workshop as well. So so we've got the Mercedes here. What I've got here is a charger. This Mercedes got a habit, if you don't drive it for a while, the battery goes flat. I think it's burglar alarm or whatever. So this is a smart charger. So at the moment it's topped off completely. But it's a good. These they do smaller ones as well. But these C-Tex smart charger are the bee's knees. I think this one's for yachting really, but I mean I recommend them. They are really good. And I've got another little kind of, I don't know, cheap, but it's still a smart charger. But that's just doing a battery down there, and that's that battery. That's a rat trap. That is for my Honda. Now unfortunately this Honda failed its MOT big time. Corrosion in the suspension and the rear axle, I think. It's beyond economic repair according to the garage, which was a great shame because there's nothing wrong with it other than that. I mean, it drives beautifully, engine's sweet as the day it was made, gearbox is sweet, it's a real nice car to drive. It's not as old as the Mercedes. Well, it's got a flat tyre there now, but no, it needs a blooming good clean. But no, it's a shame. It was a really nice little car, and it's still, you know, if I put the battery on it now and turn the key, it would start. So it's just failed its MOT underneath the rear axle. So I don't know. It'll probably have to be scrapped. Shame. So there you are. That's the tour. Oh, there's another little job. It was always, if you've got land and a big enough house, there's always jobs, isn't there? But in this weather, it's a pleasure, really. But the other job I've got to do, and I've got a couple here, those ladders in the garage. See, I've got my 6 metre aerial, radiometer aerial, that's come down. That anemometer up there, the wind's, it's got that strong, the wind's turned it round, so it's not pointing, it's working, but it's not telling me the right direction anymore. So that pulley there, that is for a G5RV wire aerial, and that is supposed to go across to this mast here, which starts off at the bottom behind that fence and goes up to there. Now I can't bring that mast down, but what's happened is my wire aerial's down, so I've got to fish for those ropes, and I've got to restring my G5RV. So one of the guy cables here, there's another one at the back isn't connected at the moment, but yeah, another little job. So and that's a spare roofing sheet for the workshop. Here's a real view of the workshop, so which I'm very pleased with. This wall here, need to build that up. The pump and filter and everything for the swimming pool is going to go here in this corner, but this wall is too low, and that needs bringing up as well. And then the path needs doing around there, and then the pool needs recommissioning, and that's going to be a bit of a job. In the fire, unfortunately insurance doesn't, well, insurance covers the filter and the pump, and that's because it's part of the workshop, but the pool itself, the insurance doesn't cover that. And unfortunately what happened during the fire, which burnt my workshop down, all the contaminants, all the embers, everything ended up in the pool, and it wasn't, I mean, it was looking a bit pea soup afterwards, but now it looks, well, it doesn't look like a pool anymore, it looks like a pond. So that's going to take, that's going to have to be emptied, bleached, repaired, repainted, refilled. And when they do the plumbing for the thing, there's the pipes are down there, that white there, that's a pipe. There's another one in there somewhere. There's supposed to be 3 pipes there somewhere, so I'll have to go fishing for those. This here is the satellite mount. Unfortunately, the mount, everything that related to the back of that dish has gone in the fire. The only thing, fortunately, the dishes themselves, the 2 metre dishes themselves, they survived, although the backing structures are history. They're Andrew's dishes, and God knows if I can get them again. This dish here, which was working, needs a new jack, but the problem here, it didn't work, and I thought, well, why isn't that working? And when I looked, actually the fire's actually melted the LMB and it's put it out of commission. Would you believe that? Actually melted the LMB, so that needs replacing. So yeah, this was my safe, as a partner safe. They didn't take it away, apart from the fact it weighs a ton, but we can't get the bloody thing open now. So I've got the keys, it unlocks, but you can't open it. So how I'm going to get in there, I don't know. That's going to be another little project, isn't it? Anyway, so that's the tour. That's the tour. That's the water pipe, by the way. The water pipe comes up here. So there's water there, and that's provided, there's a drain there, and then that's provided, there's a manhole here, and under there there's 3 stopcocks. One is for that, one in the middle goes to the caravan, and then the one on the end does the stable. And then these drains, and there's 3, 1, 2, 3. I installed those years back, and they go to a soak away on the other side of this wall. Anyway, that's it. Nice sunny June day, about 6th of June I think. Really nice June day. Sun shining, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.